think it's about time we try this candle out, eh? And say, K-Jumper1 made this himself and thought it'd be good to send one to me. What a nice guy. So as I said before, if you've got a pre-lit one, it doesn't take too long at all to catch. That's it. You ain't got to waste no fuel. You've got to baby it now because it's windy. Well, I've just, as you can see, stood a couple of windbreaks around it to give it a fighting chance. That's about it. When the gusty winds come, I think we've got 38 mile/hour gusts. It's just going to snuff that candle straight out. Yeah, an MS tin would be a great idea, but that's being used to collect rainwater at the moment, so that's out of the question. They'll do just fine. And after a lovely meal like that, I think it's time for a cigar. Yeah, wow, check it out. Look what we've got today, boys and girls. Now and again I see Simon, I'll give him a cigar, he gives me a cigar. And, this time he gave me one of his Cohibas, Robusto. Yeah, up there in my top 5 all-time favourite cigars. It's a great stick, it really is. Yeah, that's where it's at. Can you hear that? It's a little bit damp outside, I think. Things we do, eh? Man, that's proper raining now. It's so reassuring to know it's nice and dry now. Sort of lets you know you've done a good job. How soothing that gentle patter of raindrops landing on the plastic sheet. It's gonna be a laugh trying to sleep on that racket. Crazy, man. Wow. What a lovely day. What a lovely day. Still raining. Time for a drink. Lift the spirits, literally. So I'm gonna have a drink with my mate Age. Here's to you, Age. It's been an age, Age. Yeah, drink up. Don't spill it. Don't spill it. Good lad. Fire. Beautiful, eh? What a lovely day. Talk about snug as a bug in a rug. These Arctic bags, the new ones, seriously amazing. I've had to reconfigure the basher. 3 corners, just lowered them right down to probably about the same sleeping level that I'm on now, just to stop all the breeze kept constantly coming in. I mean, it's just going to chill you pretty quick, no matter how many layers you got on. If you're open to the elements, it's just going to keep you cool. And we don't really want cool, especially this time of year. In the summers, yeah, but not this time of year when it's damp and horrible and wet. So yeah, I've got one corner raised, probably about 6 foot right up. I'll show you in the morning, but anyway, when I've got it all, when it's daylight. It's just great. I've got the hip flask down, shielding the candle, and it's quite good because it's acting as a reflector as well, so we're getting a dual purpose on that one. It's a good judge of wind direction as well. If the flame's still, you know, the wind's coming from a certain direction. And it keeps changing. It really does. It's swirling around. It's supposed to be coming from this way, which is how I've got all of the basher configured. But no, she keeps on changing. Boo. Wow. This is fantastic, dude. Wow, this rain and wind just keeps coming and going. Pretty unpredictable, really. So far, the predominant wind is coming from the direction as forecast, so I think we're fine. You know, we're not going to get any wind and rain coming in the exposed corner, if that makes sense. As I said earlier, I've got 3 corners of the basher, probably about 18 inches, 2 feet off of the ground, and the other one probably about 5 feet, so it's right up at a point. Yeah, in fairness, I think I'm going to have to take this pullover off. Really getting hot in here. Insanely hot. Very cozy indeed. Morning, campers. As predicted, a very cool, damp, soggy morning in the British rural areas. Time check, 08:30 hours, and not sure what to do now. I feel a call of nature coming on, but it's so nice and cosy in this bag. This is just... I ended up taking all my clothes off apart from my t-shirt and my khakis. Well, as you can see, what I said about changing the configuration of the basher, just as I said, put it down to the same level as the poles there, because the wind was rushing in and that was going to chill you to the bone. So it was coming in from this direction, so it is swooping straight over the top. And I'll tell you what, it worked out quite well, because that sort of contour is the same contour as the slope we're on there. By the way, look at that, and a beautiful day. So yeah, it's just a quick walk around camp. Let's see what we got in here.
Bergen's in there, all the stuff that I don't really need. And I'll tell you what, the panel marker bag is perfect for the 24-hour ration pack. Just keeps it pretty much water resistant, really. I mean, without it, you just got to have a soggy cardboard box. So that worked out quite well. Always the first aid kit, always close to hand. Just want a bedside cabinet with my, well, as you can see there, the water bottle and the candle, and that was us inside. A little bit of rain had got in, because as you can see the height difference there, because it's always nice to have somewhere to you know, sort of sit up in a bit, because without it that would have been pretty claustrophobic in there. So some rain did get in, not a lot though, just a tiny amount when the wind changed, but I collected enough there for me breakfast to cook up in. And what I thought I'd do was just wrap the ends over with this sheet, just in case any rain did come in and drip underneath the sleeping bag and get it all soaking wet. But no, we've got a tiny amount of damp on the left of the bag there, as you can see. But inside was perfect, and took my socks off because it was hot, put them in the mesh pockets, as is the design for, and a nice warm dry pair of socks to put on in the morning. So yeah, it's done well. The lashings held, the supports held. Well, I didn't go full on my arse, which I was a bit worried about, but all in all, it's a strange looking setup. I've never done this sort of thing before, and I'm surprised it took me 2 hours, pretty much, maybe 2.5 hours in total, for arrival on site to ending up with that. Oh yeah, I think a nice cup of tea's in order now. Well, I've raised the basher up a bit now, just to give you some more workable room inside, because cooking time. And what I've done this time is I've just hunted around for something dry. It is out there, believe you me. I just don't want to get caught out, because I've only got 2 hexi blocks left, and that ain't going to do a cup of tea and a main meal. So, you see how we got on with this lot. Another little important tip: when you've got your firewood, it doesn't matter how small the fire is, you still got to grade it. Start off with the very small stuff, and remember, we're dealing with a little hexi burner here, so everything's in miniature. So that means get all of your twigs broken down to size, and try and keep them somewhere dry, because most things are damp everywhere. The last thing I do is to get dry wood, which you spent a long time looking for, to break it all up and put it on wet surfaces. It doesn't make sense. So all your fuel sort of size pieces will go in a nice dry bag. Believe you me, the last thing you want to do is cut corners. It is tempting, and we've all done it probably. Quick, got to get a fire going, and it's going lovely, and then you've got nothing to fuel it with, and you're rushing around, the fire's going down, you rush in, you trip over and kick the water or whatever. It's just a disaster. It's not a good idea. So really try to be patient. Just take your time, make sure you've got everything ready first. I think Dave Canterbury said it as well. You know, the most important thing about fires is preparation. You have to put the time in, you really do. Otherwise, there's a good chance you can come unstuck. So I'm going to crack on and get all this prepped, and hopefully we should be able to cook both meals with 2 blocks. And also, when you're looking for firewood to be used after it's been absolutely hammering down with rain everywhere, you're looking for something off the ground. Don't even bother looking at stuff on the ground, because if it looks dry, it won't be. You want something that's dead, that's hanging up so the air can blow it dry, and you want a clean snap. Anything that's got a slightest bit of bend in it, it's no good. It's got to snap clean. And you have to look at the inside as well, and if it appears wet and damp, you could use it as fuel later on when the fire's quite established, but to start with it'll just smoke. So you're looking for clean snaps, that's what you want. Yeah, that's really nice. The only problem is, I drank all my tea. What a bummer. The ration packs need to put more than 2 or 3 tea bags in there, ain't good enough. So, we got drinking chocolate. First thing in the morning. Very, very strange. But, it is what it is. I'd rather have this than just boiling water. Yes. Loving it. With that lid on, it's speeded up the times obviously, and I've only used 3/4 of a block in a moment, so they really do help you out efficiency wise. Well, that's all of the hexy blocks in there now. That's everything. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. More bang for your buck. And in case some of you are wondering what this is, that's proper fatwood all the way from Australia, from my good friend Rob Phillips, RDP Projects. I really don't want to use that. I've used some of it already and it is brilliant stuff, but I really want to keep that as an emergency. But at the moment I think we're doing okay with the sticks, so that lives to help me out another day. Cheers Rob. Cheers everybody. I'll tell you what, it's turned out to be a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky, the sun's shining, and going back to last night, sorry about the smoke, got a nice fire going on with that mess tin. The moon come out, and halfway between tossing and turning, it felt like someone was shining a bright torch everywhere. And as I looked under the basher there, wow, I really wish I photographed it now, but it's etched in my memory, so sorry for not sharing that one. But yeah, the sun and the moon, they're really making a show in this video, I tell you, it's amazing. Happy days. Wow. Yeah. Success. Well, I've still got loads of sticks left over. I might take those home actually, why not? Oh yes. Well, that's definitely done now. Wow. And as always, don't waste hot water. Just gonna use that to wash out my mug from the hot chocolate. And me diggers after, so keep it nice and warm, don't want it going cold, because it's going to take me a while to eat this. Looking forward to trying this. I don't think I've had the omelette one before. Right, let's see what we got in here. Oh god, it's going to be a jewel tear, is it? I hate them things when they do that. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's piping hot, alright. Do you guys want to have a look what's inside there? It's pretty much like an all-day breakfast. Beans, egg and bacon. Smoky bacon. But I'll tell you what my good friend from across the pond put me onto. He sent me some amazingly really nice hot sauce.
chihuahua or something. It's got a little wooden lid on the top, really nice. And it sent me some over. And I love you guys across the pond. You put chili sauce on your eggs for breakfast. So the best I can do is the old Tabasco sauce, which is quite hot. I just tried a little bit to get that in there. That's how it's burning my hands. Can't believe it. Yeah, the whole bottle's gone. So let's give this a mix up and see how we get on, shall we? Oh, you can smell chili. Doug, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice idea, Dougie. Thanks, my friend. And look, oh, I wonder if you can see that. Some blinding chunks of bacon too. I'm gonna let that cool down a bit. That's gonna blow my mind. Seeing that this is a bit hot to hold. Northern Ireland gloves. That's better. No point in scalding your bloody hands when you don't need to. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Those chunks of bacon taste like slow roasted gammon joint put up into cubes. Oh, that hot sauce is good too. Yeah, chili sauce and eggs. Who would have thought it, eh? And of course, things wouldn't be complete without peaches. Right, Roach? Sorry, mate. Look. We're peachy. Literally. Can't go wrong with that, mate.
Always, always, always take your rubbish with you. Everything. Even a bit of chewing gum I had. Just put it in there. You don't want to leave nothing behind. Helps out with the wildlife as well. You don't want them getting all mucked up because you couldn't be bothered to pick your gash up after you.
Well, if any of you are interested in the gloves, the NI gloves, that's what you're looking for. The original ones. Don't get the Webtex ones. Please don't get the Webtex ones. They are crap. Seriously crap. You are Sergeant Fruitcake. They're crap. These are the ones you want. Genuine ones. Now, what used to happen, unofficially, was in the back there, just behind the padding, used to put lead. Oh yeah. Should we say for riot control? But yeah, top quality pair of gloves. Admittedly, these are a size 8 and they're just a little bit too tight for me, but I'll muddle through, you know. I would love a pair of size 9 gloves, which would be my size. But until then, these are more than ample. Well, there's that lovely parachute smock I've been wearing on the trip. It's quite faded, but as I say, for the money, £7, $10. An amazing jacket. It really, really is. The pockets are cool inside as well. There's no zips or nothing. You've just got a big pouch inside, and that's on both sides. You've got extra pockets in the back, or the kidney areas when they come around to it. That folds down for when you jump and attaches over. It attaches there and there to really cinch up, keep the elements out. Really good quality brass poppers as well. And as I say, that zip is stunning.
It really is a smooth baby. Knitted elasticated cuffs. Seen better days. You can get new ones, but hey, for mucking around in, mate, it's not a problem. It's just a really nice quality jacket. Yeah, that's pretty much standard issue to the Paras in the 80s. Lovely jacket. For those who want to know what I actually slept on, this is it. I think they're quite rare, so good luck in finding one if you really want one. I can't really be of much help. Google will be your best friend, so good luck with that one. Well, that's it now, all cleared up, time to go, and you'll see stage 2 of the auto basher. I'm not sure if the button's still going to work, it's quite old. Ready? Can't believe it worked! Wow! Well, there we go, all packed away. And the support poles that I was using, I've just stashed. Just sticking upright against that holly tree, because that's going to be green all year round, so it's sort of protected, a lot more protected than the other trees around here. As you can see, it's just a stunning, beautiful place to come and spend some time, it really is. And right there, as you can see, I'll stash some more firewood for future use. Just got the thin stuff on the ground, it doesn't really matter, and the meatier stuff off the ground, so it's in the air, so there's more chance of that drying out. That's it. Just a final double check that you haven't left anything behind. It's a good idea that the sun's out, because a little glint off of a bit of tinfoil, you can see it. So yeah, takes to get used to these straps. Bloody hell. God, those boys had it tough in the 80s, didn't they? Freaking hell. Okay, that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Thanks for coming along as always. I had a really good time. I'll tell you what I did discover, the bed that I made. When I first set it all up, it's nice and taut. But after laying on it for, I don't know, half hour or so, the poles, it felt like they were coming inwards. But they weren't, it was still lashed in the original positions, because the uprights were still there, everything was square. But I think the material stretched, if you can believe that. It sort of bowed quite a bit. So it felt like you were sleeping in a, I don't know, a gutter on top of a house on the roof. But I don't know, maybe next time, after it stretches a little bit, I'll need to pull the poles out a bit more and tighten them off again. So live and learn. To me, that's what it's all about. You know, you don't know until you try stuff. And for me, that was my first time, and it went quite well really. I mean, it really hammered down last night, it seriously did. And my sleeping bag was pretty much dry, all my kit was still dry. Just a few odds and ends that are a little bit showered, but nothing serious. As I say, you live and learn. So that's pretty much me. Time to make the trek out now and go back to the real world. Oh well, it's fun while it lasted anyway. So thanks for watching guys, stay funky. Look at this for a nice little camp. I think I'm going to come here and camp. It's beautiful, isn't it? Right by the stream. Got a nice big strong sturdy branch there I can lash the basher onto. and the other corners I can go from that tree to that tree. Some Muppets have been here though and disrespected the place, so I think I know where they are. There are a couple of kids mucking around when we done the Christmas dinner. I think they think they're bushcrafters, but clearly they're not. So yep, I think I'm going to come back here one day, tidy up that mess for starters. And yeah. The thing is, what I do find, there's a lot of people saying to me, don't camp so close to the stream because if it overfloods you're going to get flooded out. But if you look, this side is 2 feet, 3 feet higher than that side, and when it does flood it's got that whole field out there to drown, and this side's never flooded. It's always the first time obviously, but I very much doubt it will flood. So on that basis, what a great little summer camp that'd be. Cut.
No.